Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to What Does It Mean to Be Truly Happy? Kagiso Rabada asked Sadhguru. Okay, so what does it mean to be truly happy? I won't say learned this recently, but relatively speaking recently. Swami Sarvapriyananda has talked about this in one of his videos that I reacted to, and also I kind of knew about it before then. It's the largest amount of happiness that we get in this world is serving other people, basically making other people happy. The first kind of happiness, I guess, the short-term happiness is like materialistic things, eating ice cream, buying a car, or buying a game, or whatever it may be. Forgot what the second level of happiness is. Fulfillment, like jobs and stuff. But the third level of happiness, which is like making other people happy in a sense. And Swami says there's a fourth happiness, which I think is Turiya, when you discover your true self, when you're able to separate yourself from your body, in the sense that you separate yourself from your emotions and everything, and understand your true self, which is not your body, not your mind, not your emotions. When you can separate yourself from all of that, you can essentially be bliss, in forever blissness. Alright, so I'm going with that. Let's go ahead and watch the video.
Nothing in the world will ever happen 100% your way.
Agree.
This
agree.
1% must happen your way. Your body and your brains cooperate best only when your experience of life is pleasant. This being the most complex chemical factory, we can teach you how to be a great manager of this factory so that you are always
Bliss?
absolutely blissed out.
Hey Sadhguru, my question is, so many times in society you are often told what should make you happy, and in a way we are followers. I wanted to find out your opinion on what should make a person essentially happy. So, what is it, or what does it mean to be truly happy?
Namaskaram, KG. I'm sorry to tell you that my April trip to South Africa has been postponed, riding on the virus.
That sucks.
So you know the situation. But about happiness, I was just telling them this is mango season in India and maybe in some parts of Africa also.
I like mangoes.
But you can't compare Indian mango to anything.
What?
Well, now when we go near a mango tree, this is a time when all the young boys and girls are looking. Parrots are also here, we're all looking up for the mangoes. This is the direction we're looking, because that's where sweetness is. Suppose you go under the mango tree and start digging, is there any chance of you ever eating a mango, I'm asking? Is it possible? So what we need to understand is, human experience is caused from within us. No matter what, joy or misery, agony or ecstasy, pain or pleasure, is caused from within us. But we are trying to fix the world so that we are happy. Say we thought we are fixing it, just a silly virus. Our whole lives go into an upheaval. So right now, all our programs cancelled and much financial loss all over the place because we booked major event spaces, and so much has been done, volunteers have worked everywhere. Now it's just up in the air, we cannot even say when we will do it. This is the time to get into depression. Because everybody says if things don't happen the way you think they should happen, you must be miserable.
I've heard that said. And I think that's a problem with flexibility with a lot of people. Human beings are quite comfortable with a routine or plans, and the problem is that whenever those plans or routine gets out of whack, basically they're not happening like they're supposed to, and things change, and people can't handle change very well. I don't think there's a lot of people like that, but but you gotta, I guess the thing that people have to understand is to be flexible as well. Everything cannot go always in plan, and whenever it doesn't go on plan, you have to be able to adjust accordingly. Have I lived my life like that? I think so. I go with the flow. I try to. Not saying that always happens. I mean, I'm sure I got mad at if something didn't go the way I want. Actually, I don't know if I've ever gotten mad. Maybe I have. I had to have. There's no way I have not gotten mad because something didn't go my way. But I generally don't get mad. I just kind of blow it off or something. I don't know if that's healthy or not, though.
Nothing in the world will ever happen 100% your way. This 1% must happen your way, 100%. If this one happened 100% your way, would you keep yourself blissful or miserable? That's all the question is. I know what's your choice. You're asking this question because, as you said, people say, this will make you happy, that will make you happy, fix this, fix that, fix everything. Still it will not happen because you're trying to dig mangoes from the roots. That's not where it comes. It comes up there.
I'm sorry, I just want to point out an example. You look at pop culture, like singers, mostly artists. I don't know, this is what I hear. I mean, this the things I kind of see and hear. I'm not saying it's all of them, but you do see it in music industry where they're saying, oh, buying Gucci bags, or I don't know what other popular brands are out there because I don't buy them, so I don't know. I heard Gucci a lot, so I'm pretty sure that's a popular one. I don't know anything else, honestly. So yeah, don't take my advice on fashion because I have no idea about fashion. I just wear whatever is around. But you see these pop stars, showing off, talking about their bags because they get it for free, basically. Because that's just a free promotion for the brand. They get the pop stars to use it, and they basically essentially have great influence over the population because, like, oh, my favorite pop star is wearing. Again, the only thing I can think of is Gucci. Gucci. Yes, anyway, Gucci stuff. So I gotta buy that, So it's, and paparazzi taking pictures of them, saying, looking at the Gucci bags. And again, I wish I knew more about fashion, other than just t-shirt and pants or something like that. But yeah, they'll say, oh, I gotta wear the exact same thing as my influencer and stuff, or followers, basically.
So what is within you, if you search for it outside, it's going to be an endless search.
Yeah.
This is why we are talking about inner engineering.
Sorry. Whenever he said that, it's also, yes, basically this Gucci this, Gucci that, like, oh, I need to get this and this and this, and all of a sudden the pop star switches to a different brand. It's like, oh, now I gotta get this to be happy. And then when they switch to different, oh, I need to get this to be happy. I don't have enough money, I just bought this, Gucci that, and now I need to get Gucci that one, and I don't have enough money, and now I'm sad because I don't have these external influences, external pleasures, I guess you could say. It's really sad. Don't get me wrong, I fall into that. I definitely fall into that, but I try not to. It's hard. I mean, it's nice to have nice stuff, don't get me wrong. And there's nothing wrong with having nice stuff, but if you use that as a way of just making you happy, that is a terrible way to do it. And trust me, I still fall for that, absolutely. I try not to. I'm not even gonna say it, let's just go on.
You fix this one. Being joyful is assured. Rest of the life we have to do to the best of our ability. No two human beings can do outside life to the same extent. It's never possible. No two human beings can ever do it the same way when it comes to the world. But if you are joyful, you will do your best. And that's all that matters. In this life, are you doing your best in every possible way? You can only do that if you are happy and joyful by your own nature. If your happiness depends upon what is happening around you, whether you get a wicket or not, you were just about to play Australia, is it?
Oh, is that a
Got
bat?
cancelled, huh? Oh, they're playing India. Now I can't even wish you luck.
Ouch.
Now, you can bowl and play the game to your best only when your physical body and your intelligence cooperates with you. It doesn't take any scientific understanding. If you make a sensible evaluation of yourself, you can clearly see that your body and your brains cooperate best only when your experience of life is pleasant, which is what you're calling as happiness. Happiness is not some quantity, it's just that you're feeling very pleasant, so you say, I'm happy. Your pleasantness should be determined by what's happening within you, not by what's happening around you. This is not difficult to fix. You see people who are miserable, or so many different ways. All kinds of people who can't laugh, who can't sing, who can't dance, who can't do nothing sensible, they have a…
And another point that I wish you'd point out too is that even rich people aren't happy. There are a lot of rich people out there who got lots of money but are not happy. It reminds me a little bit of the Buddha story that my World of Religions teacher taught me about. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but I definitely I guess I should watch a video on that. But basically, the Buddha story was the fact that the father of Buddha gave him everything, all the good food and women and wine and whatever else he wanted. And I think Buddha had to sneak out of the castle or the whatever place he lived in, I just say castle, and would roam the streets with, I believe, a guard or something like that. He would disguise himself, I think. I can't remember precisely the story, but he'd roam the street and then see like a homeless monk that's completely naked, dancing blissful in the street. And I believe he asked his guards, like, why is he dancing blissful, so happy? Again, I can't remember precisely the story, but I think the guard said he's crazy or something like that. Then he sees like a whole bunch of other people who are like, you know, richer than the monk, and they're unhappy, they're sad for whatever reason in life. And then he'd go back to the castle and realize that he was not happy, even though he has all the fancy food, fancy clothes, fancy women, fancy whatever. He just wasn't happy. So I believe, according to the story that I was told anyway, he kind of in a sense ran away. The father tried to keep his son locked up because he didn't want Buddha to experience the sorrows of life, and that made, I guess, Buddha pretty curious. That's why he kind of left. So again, money can't exactly buy you happiness. I mean, don't get me wrong, it helps. It helps. Trust me. You know, being able to buy things that you want is nice, but understand that these happiness are just temporary until that new feeling of whatever you just got goes away. Because everything, I hope people out there notice this, when you buy something new and you like it and you love it, how long does that last? And then it's gone. It no longer has that new feeling.
A drink and suddenly… So I'm saying chemistry can change one's experience. This being the most complex chemical factory, we can teach you how to be a great manager of this factory so that you're always absolutely blissed out. Now your body and brains will function at your best, depending upon what sort of work you're doing, how much success you find, depends who you're playing the game with. Now you're playing with India, cancelled, but if you did, then whichever way you bowl, some of them hit it out of the boundary. The boys have become like that these days. There was a time, in 5 days, if once the ball crossed the boundary, without pitching, I mean, if it's a six, oh, the whole country celebrated. Now in 5 minutes, if there is no six, everybody is getting frustrated, what's happening here?
I don't understand a reference.
So
I think
things
it's not
have
about cricket.
changed. Bowlers get battered, but at the same time, because they're trying to go so fast, bowlers also have a good time because the pace is so high. So your happiness should not depend on how many Indian batsmen get out. I don't like that. Your happiness should be that you're just happy because of that, you are doing the best possible bowling that you can do. KG, all the best for you. Oh, it's a dangerous thing, talking to a South African player now.
So yeah, you should just be happy being able to enjoy life, absolutely, instead of this external factors. This external, don't get me wrong, again, you can call me a BS, I'm BSing if I say that external factors doesn't provide some happiness. Absolutely they do. It's just, again, the only thing I want people to understand is the fact that how long that happiness will last. And you know, when you buy it, it's all happy jitters, and then when you use it for the I don't know, few days or weeks or months, and then it just becomes like an everyday wardrobe or everyday item that you have. It no longer becomes happiness. And if you're highly dependent on that, you're constantly having to buy things, and probably even more so with the fact that maybe buying that one thing isn't enough anymore. Now you have to buy two, maybe three, or maybe four, or maybe five things, and that becomes expensive. It becomes a very expensive lifestyle. And I feel that is, well, I mean, that is practically the Western world, because not too many people, at least as far as I know, again, I could be completely wrong for sure, that, you know, in America or Western world, it's a lot of external influences, external happiness, external everything, and nothing internal. I'm glad for some weird reason I understood, I don't know how, but I was in that same department where, you know, external stuff made me happy, but also I understood that I could not always get everything. You know, when you're poor, you can't exactly. I don't remember if I ever asked for much. Oh my God, my voice pitch changed so much. I don't remember if I've ever asked for a lot necessarily. I might have not been that kind of kid. I've always just hung out and played with my cousins. And then over here, when I came to America, I don't know. I just don't think I was necessarily that demanding. Anyways, somehow I discovered that, you know, I understand that materialistic things aren't always going to make you happy. I knew that the lesson I learned actually was that it's all temporary. It was based on me renting a video game, because like I could never afford to buy video games, and there's stores out there that will let you rent them for like a day, and it costs a lot of money. It was like $2 to $5 to rent it for a day, and I would always ask my mom to, like, let's go rent the game so I can play it. But by the time we get done with a lot of stuff, it becomes later on in the day, and now I don't have much time to play it. I'm like, it's not worth getting at this point, because I don't have, you know, the whole day today and the whole day tomorrow to play it. So I guess, oddly enough, me realizing that made me realize that materialistic things, obviously it's not going to make you happy for the long term. But again, it was like still a 50-50. Obviously, I was still young, so I still wanted this external materialistic things to make me happy, but also at the same time that development of, it's not the be all of happiness. I guess I could point that out as my starting point for my realization of external things not being my ultimate happiness at a young age. Anyways, that's my reactions of what does it mean to be truly happy. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down, and below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.